Welcome to MuggleCast, your weekly ride into the Wizarding World fandom. I'm Andrew.
I'm Eric.
I'm Micah.
And I'm Laura.
This is a special edition of MuggleCast. Today's episode is a new installment of Quizzitch Live. This is a real-time trivia game that we've done several times now over the past couple years. And for the first time ever, we are releasing this one as an episode of the show. The 7th installment of Quizzitch Live is Fantastic Beasts themed to help everybody get ready for The Secrets of Dumbledore, which hits theaters here in America this weekend. We are recording this on Saturday morning, and there are about 200 people who are going to be playing this trivia game live. And throughout the game, we'll update everybody on their rankings. Here's how the game works. There are 6 rounds of questions, and each question is multiple choice. The faster you answer the question, the more points you receive. The first round is a lightning round, and you will only have 10 seconds to answer each question, and the remaining rounds are 15 seconds per question. Guys, are we going to do top 3 or top 5?
Top 5.
Let's do 5. Let's make it fun.
Okay.
You know I'm always going to up it.
Spend our money.
This game was going to be lame until we added 2 more winners. The top 5 winners will receive $40 sent via Venmo or PayPal, ideally, to cover 2 tickets to The Secrets of Dumbledore. Plus, we're going to match that with a $40 donation to one of 4 charities: Lambda Legal, the Trevor Project, Lifeline, or GLSEN. All of these support LGBTQ people, particularly vulnerable youth, and you're going to decide which of the 4 charities your $40 will go to. So $40 for you to see the movie, $40 to one of these charities for the top 5 winners.
Shout out to Kyle, who's here, who actually gave us the name Quizzitch. I love that he turns up for these because we owe him a great debt.
Thanks, Kyle.
And he was on one of our Quizzitch Lives.
Yeah, he was.
A year or 2 ago.
He did a great job introducing one of the segments, I think.
And he dressed the part with a nice jacket. I'm just sitting here with my WB Secrets of Dumbledore hat, like the corporate shill that I am.
We're just glad he didn't copyright the word Quizzitch.
So let's get started. So the first round is casting related. Dan Fogler is best known for his role as Jacob Kowalski, Gellert Grindelwald, Albus Dumbledore, Teddy the Niffler. It is, of course, Jacob Kowalski.
Let's be real. He could have played any of those characters.
Including Teddy.
Yep.
Question 2. The character Queenie Goldstein is played by, is it Catherine Waterston, Zoe Kravitz, Alison Sudol, or Emma Thompson? I think Emma Thompson could play any of these roles as well.
She's a queen.
It was Alison Sudol.
All right. Albus Dumbledore is portrayed by Colin Farrell, Richard Coyle, Chris Rankin, or Jude Law. Colin Farrell, Richard Coyle, Chris Rankin, or Jude Law.
Yeah, let's all be pros like Chris Rankin. And
I was going to say, Chris would be very, very proud
Yeah.
of how I read that question. So Dumbledore is, of course, played by Jude Law.
All right. Question 4. He played the role of the goblin gangster Narlac. Is it John Voight, Ezra Miller, Kieran Hines, or Ron Perlman? John Voight, Ezra Miller, Kieran Hines, or Ron Perlman? And of course, it was Ron Perlman. If you go and look at pictures or footage of him, this is very obvious.
They did a really good job.
They did a great job.
Seeing him in the rig for it is really like a weird experience just because he's this big guy.
Question 5. The character of Mary Lou Barebone was played by Samantha Morton, Emmer Kenny, Natalia Tena, or Julie Walters. Who played the character of Mary Lou Barebone? Correct answer is Samantha Morton.
All right. Question 6. Carmen Ejogo plays which character? Is it Lita Lestrange, Bonte, Serafina Pickery, or Nagini? Carmen Ejogo. Lita Lestrange, Bonte, Serafina Pickery, or Nagini? And of course, she was the excellent Serafina Pickery.
Miss her.
Me
Miss
too.
her.
All right. Question 7. This actor portrayed the head of the Shaw family in the first Fantastic Beasts film. Was it Ronan Rafferty, Josh Cowdery, John Voight, or John Cryer? Ronan, Josh, John Voight, or John Cryer? And the correct answer, John Voight.
I always confuse John Voight and John Cryer. Don't know why.
Isn't John Cryer the guy from...
2.5 Men?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Interesting choice as an answer here.
And who are the first two?
They played the other Shaw siblings.
Oh.
Or the kids.
Oh, tricky. All right, next question. This actor has not played Albus Dumbledore, Richard Harris, Michael Gambon, Jude Law, or Sir Ian McKellen. Who has not played Dumbledore? Richard Harris, Michael Gambon, Jude Law, or Ian McKellen?
And we're not going to get into like what counts as playing Dumbledore. Otherwise, I would have an argument.
And of course, the answer, Sir Ian McKellen. But my God, he would make a great Dumbledore. I think we can all agree.
Do you guys remember when Lord of the Rings was out and Harry Potter was out and everybody was like, where's Ian McKellen in Harry Potter? He would be a wonderful Dumbledore. Why don't you just cast him as Dumbledore next? And it's just like, he's actively playing Gandalf right now. Like you can't, that would just be way too messy.
I feel like they probably went to him and they were like, you can either be Gandalf or Dumbledore. You got to pick one.
Choose carefully.
And he had beef with Richard Harris too, right? From what I remember.
I think that's right.
These old Englishmen, they just all have beefs with each other.
Question 9. Eddie Redmayne previously auditioned for which Harry Potter role? Percy Weasley, Cedric Diggory, Tom Riddle, or Harry Potter? He previously auditioned for which Harry Potter role? Percy, Cedric, Tom, or Harry himself? People very split on this one. This is a fun fact that not a lot of people know. Correct answer is Tom Riddle. Only 23% of participants got that one right.
Wow. I'm glad I stumped people with this one. He actually auditioned for the role of Tom Riddle in Chamber of Secrets specifically. So that was, 2001, 2002 era that Eddie could have been. And the role ended up going to Christian Coulson.
Yeah, I'm not sure I knew that either.
I did not know that.
Okay, question 10. Which role in the latest Star Wars trilogy did Eddie audition for? Was it General Hux, Kylo Ren, Poe Dameron, or Rey Skywalker? And it was actually Kylo Ren.
So that is the end of the first round. And let's look at the leaderboard. JY, our friend JY, in first place with 748 points. Sham with 728 points, and Morg97 with 707 points. Still anybody's game, because the next rounds all worth the same points, but you have a little more time to answer, and then we have that bonus question at the end worth 500 points. What is the next round that we have in our game? What's the theme?
So the theme of the next round is the beasts themselves. We wanted to actually get into a refresher of Fantastic Beasts, seeing as how that is the name of this franchise.
Good call.
All right. The creature in Scotland's Loch Ness is said to really be this. Is it a dinosaur, a kelpie, a grindylow, or a giant squid? Dinosaur, kelpie, grindylow, or giant squid?
This fact comes from the original Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book.
And the correct answer is a kelpie.
All right, next question. The disappearance of the dodo bird inspired the making of this beast. Is it the snidget, the augury, a snow owl, or the diricawl? Is it a snidget, an augury, a snow owl, or the diricawl that was made after the disappearance of the dodo bird? Answer is the diricawl. I totally knew the answer to that question off the top of my head.
I'm so glad, Laura, because you're a member of my group on Facebook, aren't you?
I was going to say, you have a Facebook group dedicated.
Yeah,
and they are in the third movie.
That's right.
That's right.
The last time when Mike and I guested on Speak Beastie podcast, I brought this up, but I am the group admin of the #1 Diricawl fan club on Facebook. It's about those little those little poofy dodo bird creatures so the dodo has gone missing, but apparently they were just diricawls, which can teleport and disappear.
And Laura, you weren't alone. 48% of people thought it was the augury.
It's probably what I would have guessed, to be honest.
Yeah. When in doubt, vote augury. That thing is fun. All right. Frank is one of these. Chinese fireball, blast-ended scroots, baby niffler, or thunderbird. Frank from the first movie is one of these. Chinese fireball, blast-ended scroot, baby niffler, thunderbird. And the correct answer was Thunderbird. 73% got that right. 17% thought it was a baby niffler.
Question 14. This beast's venom removes negative memories. Or so we think. Is it the swooping evil? Is it Whiskey the Goat? Is it the basilisk? Or is it the phoenix? This beast's venom removes negative memories. Swooping evil, Whiskey the Goat, basilisk, or phoenix. Helena in the chat, shout out, says, I do not know my beasts, blaming the movies.
I mean, fair.
Wow.
Hey, if you watch the movie, you would know the answer is swooping evil.
Damn, I was going to guess Whiskey the Goat. The hair of this creature can be woven into invisibility cloaks. Is it the augury, demiguise, mooncalf, or bowtruckle? Which creature can be woven into invisibility cloaks? Augury, demiguise, mooncalf, or bowtruckle?
Also another fact from the original Fantastic Beasts book.
The correct answer is demiguise.
All right, next question. Jacob was bitten by one of these. Was he bitten by a murtlap, a nogtail, a lovebug, or a plimpy? Was Jacob bitten by a murtlap, a nogtail, a lovebug, or a plimpy?
What a fun little name, Plimpy.
I know, it's so cute. Unfortunately, the correct answer is murtlap.
It's probably like this very vicious creature, too.
Yep.
You could argue C, but not in this case.
Yeah.
The love bug? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Different context.
Next question. Newt says that Jacob's skull is susceptible to damage from this creature. Is it the crumpled horn snorkack, the erumpent, the Hungarian horntail, or a porlock? Jacob's skull is susceptible to damage from which creature? Crumple-horned snorkack, erumpent, Hungarian horntail, or porlock? The correct answer is erumpent. Great scene from the first movie.
So funny.
I don't think it would only have been his skull that would have been susceptible to damage from that scene.
Well, that's why he gave him the helmet, though.
But that erumpent was after some humping.
I was going to say, wasn't the erumpent trying to mate with him?
Yeah.
Eee.
Okay. Question 18. Guard your jewelry from this creature. Is it a snow owl, a puffskein, a unicorn, or a niffler? Which creature would you most wish to guard your jewelry from? The snow owl, the puffskein, unicorn, or niffler? And the correct answer is niffler. Rift Rin in the chat says the one creature I actually remember from the movies. Yes, pretty hard to miss this guy. Teddy in action.
These creatures live on trees that contain materials for wandwood. Bowtruckles, bundamuns, clabberts, or doxies. Which creatures live on trees that contain materials for wandwood? Bowtruckles, bundamuns, clabberts, or doxies? And the correct answer is bowtruckles, as we learn about Pickett.
I love hearing like fellow hosts say these names of the creatures, like the way that Andrew, Mike is like Clabberts, Bundamans. It's just so fun.
I just want to keep, is Bundamans in any other questions? Because I really like that.
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Katie in the chat says, I don't know any of these. I'm just here for the laughs. Same, Katie.
All right. These beasts are really responsible for crop circles. Mooncalves, little gray men, salamanders, or shrakes. Who is really responsible for crop circles? Mooncalves, little gray men, salamanders, or shrakes? And of course, the answer was mooncalves. Although little gray men, that was an interesting choice.
That's a portmanteau beast. Andrew, this question specifically, can you see the results?
Most people knew that. 73%.
Good job,
thought
y'all.
mooncalves. 20% thought shrakes. So that is the end of our second rounds. And let's look at the leaderboard again. We have a new first place leader. Michelle likes something. What does she like? Hold on. Let me look at Michelle likes birds. Is in first place with 1,593 points. Bailey with 1,592. Wow. A difference of 1 point between the top two. And then also very close, JY in third with 1,589. And
Nice.
we see the other leaders popping up here. JY looks to be one, well, in the top 3, JY is the only person who's answered every question correctly so far.
Whoa.
Good job.
JY.
Yeah, and then shout out to Clary in 4th place, who also has answered all questions correctly. And it looks like it's only them two who have answered all the questions correctly so far, so nice job.
Goodness. Okay. Well, shout out to Peanut Butter Egg Dirt 1 that says 135th place. Let's go.
Hey, we're all here just to have fun.
I
There's
see also 78, Draco's dad is here.
Oh, so Dobby.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
isn't that
I don't think
Dobby?
it's Lucius. I'm
Yeah.
betting it's Dobby.
somebody's name is Legalized Gillyweed.
Heck yeah.
I like that.
I'm on board.
Yeah. They've played Quizzitch before.
192 people playing right now. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. The next round of Quizzitch Live kicks off in a moment, but first, this podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, who provide therapy online. Games like this one can help distract you from the stress in your life, but regardless, if you experience things like headaches, teeth grinding, and even digestive issues, you might not know that those can be indicators of stress. And let's not forget about doom scrolling, sleeping too little, sleeping too much, undereating, overeating. Stress shows up in all kinds of ways, and in a world that's telling you to do more, sleep less, and hustle all the time, here's your reminder to take care of yourself, do less, and maybe try some therapy. We all experience stress, but the good news is that it can be managed with the help of a therapist. When I've spoken with a therapist about stress, they've given me actionable steps and were a critical voice when I was trying to manage my work-life balance. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. I love the text chat feature because it's very easy to work into my day, and it lets me partake in therapy anytime and anywhere. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, so give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress. MuggleCast listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/MuggleCast. That's BETTERHELP.com/MuggleCast. All right, what's up in round 3?
Well, round 3 is titled Name These Nobodies. And it's about the people whose character names you might miss, even if you were watching the film very closely, completely sober.
Okay.
So here we go.
Okay. Name these nobodies. The Shaw family. What are the Shaw family members' names? Jonathan, Alfred, and Brandon? Henry, Langdon, and Jonathan? Wilfred, Brandon, and Harry? Henry, Langdon, and Henry. I'm not going to repeat all those again.
Everybody in the chat is freaking out. Uh-oh, this is going to be terrible. Well, that's it for me. Oof. Oh, boy. Except for Speak Beastie Podcast, who said, yes, I'm here for this one.
So the correct answer was D, Henry, Langdon, and Henry. Look at this. 38% answered correctly. 44% thought it was B, Henry, Langdon, and Jonathan.
Question 22, the Barebone family. And the members of the Barebone family are Buddy, Grace, and Mary Lou, Modesty, and Grace, Chastity, Modesty, and Mary Lou, Buddy, Holly, and Crickety. Shout out to anybody who knows what I did there with question D. The correct answer is Chastity, Modesty, and Mary Lou Barebone are Credence's orphan siblings.
What did you do there?
Buddy, Holly, and the Crickets. So Buddy, Holly, and Crickety Barebone.
I picked up on the Buddy Holly part.
Head of the U.S. Horror Office, Graves's first name. I don't think Graves is a nobody, but anyway, Gustav, Gellert, Ignotus, or Percival. Gustav, Gellert, Ignotus, or Percival. What is Graves' first name?
He's a nobody in that he was in the first movie and we never heard of him again.
He was treated like a nobody. The
That's
actual
true.
character was.
That's fair. And of course, his first name, Percival.
Ilram07 says, read enough fanfics to know this.
Interesting that that's also one of Dumbledore's middle names.
Ah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't that his father's name too?
Yes. There was a famous Percival, though, going back to, I think, the Holy Grail.
Right, Arthur?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, this person is put in charge by the Ministry of Magic to track credence. Is it Theseus, Helmut, Grimson, or Albus? Theseus, Helmut, Grimson, or Albus was the person put in charge by the Ministry of Magic to track credence. Who was it? It was Grimson, although I love saying Helmut.
Yeah.
You'll be able to say his name many more times when reviewing the forthcoming Fantastic Beasts movie.
And we're not calling him Helmet, right? We've moved beyond that.
You've corrected us. You've gotten us out of the bad way that we were in, Laura. Thank you.
Maybe. I don't know. I might do it a few times.
She dies in Credence's arms and held him as a baby. Emma Gerard, Irma Pince, Irma Dugard, or Lily Potter? I read that Jeopardy style. I feel like some of these questions were written in the Jeopardy format, by the way.
I like this a lot, yeah.
She dies in Credence's arms and held him as a baby. Who is Irma Dugard? Yes, that's correct. Go again.
Andrea Frieser says, that one chick. Yes.
Yes,
that was also correct. We are also accepting vague chat replies.
I think people got a little tripped up on Irma because 39% put in Irma Pince.
Yes.
So
the librarian?
Well done, Eric. Well done.
Thank you. I'm very happy to trip half people up. Okay. Newt's assistant. This one's really important for the next film, that you know whether Newt's assistant is named Bibbidi, whether she's named Bobbidi, Bumpity, or Bunty. Is it Bibbidi, Bobbidi, Bumpity, or Bunty? Newt's assistant. And of course it was Bunty.
97% got that one correct.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Next nobody. Jacob's fiance. Cut from the first film. Was it Mildred, Maleficent, Sinead, or Quincy? Is that right?
Go Quizney?
Quizney, I'm sorry. Mildred, Maleficent, Sinead, or Quizney. Correct answer, of course, Mildred. And I said, of course, again, like I knew the answer, which I definitely did.
A lot of people knew that, though. I don't know how you all remember that. You have a good memory, especially since it was cut from the first film. 85% thought or knew that.
Sinead was actually the actress's name that played her.
Good job, y'all.
Well, speaking of women not included in the films, Nicholas Flamel's wife was not included in Crimes of Grindelwald. Her name is Penelope, Perenelle, Porpentina, or Plutocracy.
Definitely D.
Is Nicholas Flamel's wife's name Penelope, Perenelle, Porpentina, or Plutocracy? Man. If her parents named her Plutocracy, they hate her. The correct answer was Perenelle.
Hey, I couldn't think of another P name, okay? Kyle, maybe you come up with this and half write the questions next time. Plutocracy? Plutocracy?
I like it.
We like to have fun here, you know?
We have fun.
Lita Lestrange's dad's name is Bad Dude, Corvus, Falco, Odal. Lita Lestrange's dad is named Bad Dude, Corvus, Falco, or Odal. Correct answer.
Bad Dude.
Bad Dude. No, Corvus. Hopefully everybody, that's a very Crimes of Grindelwald question. If you stuck around to the end of the movie, you heard that name at least a couple times.
Okay, question 30. This man denies Jacob a loan at the bank where he goes. Is it Boothby? Is it Buddy? Is it Bingley? Or is it Baldwin? This man denies Jacob a loan. Boothby, Buddy, Bingley, or Baldwin? And of course it was Bingley. Mr. Bingley.
Let's look at the leaderboard. Michelle Likes Birds still in first place with 2,476 points. Morg 97 in second now with 2,415. And Amanda Scamanda. What a fun name. With 2,357. JY now in fourth, 2308. And Cal in fifth with 2284. We're about halfway through the game. So what is the next round, guys?
The next round is complete the line of dialogue.
And we have some fill in the blanks in the first half of this round. And then in the second half, you're going to have to guess who said a particular line.
So, Queenie Goldstein says, she was a blank. You need a blank, sweetie. Was it giver taker, taker giver, woman niffler, or niffler woman?
She was a niffler. You need a woman, sweetie.
No, I like C. She was a woman. You need a niffler.
You need a niffler, sweetie.
Oh, And the correct answer is she was a taker. You need to give her, sweetie.
What are the stats on that?
95%.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't fool anybody then. Fantastic bestiality says legalize gillyweed. Okay.
All right. Percival Graves says, what makes Albus Dumbledore so blank? Is it so secretive, so world-renowned, so sexy, or so fond of you?
I'm voting C, sexy.
It may depend.
Dumbledore.
Is this Grindelwald talking through Graves?
Ooh.
The answer, of course, is D, fond of you. I believe this was in the original trailer.
Yeah.
For the first film. Yeah.
Next question. Nicholas Flamel says, I am an alchemist and therefore decrepit, dusty, immortal, a big nerd.
Oh, man.
I am an alchemist and therefore decrepit, dusty, immortal, or a big nerd.
All the above isn't an option?
It's not, because there was not a fifth option.
Correct answer was C, immortal, though 12% said A, decrepit, and 10% said B, dusty.
I mean, they're not wrong.
But what did he say in the film? That was the question.
Yeah.
This isn't a matter of personal opinion. Facts first here at Quizzitch Live.
Fair and balanced.
Question 34. Gellert Grindelwald says, do you really think you can blank me? Oh boy. Hold, keep, love, or tickle? Grindelwald says, do you really think you can hold me, keep me, love me, or tickle me? And the answer is hold. He says this to Seraphina Pickery at the beginning or at the end of the first film.
It's good this wasn't an actual fill in the blank. Like where
Yes.
people could choose what they...
Like an ad-libs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Question 35. Credence. If you've listened to our episodes over the last couple of years, Andrew loves this line. I want to know who I blank. Is it look like to you? Will marry and how many kids we'll have? Smell or am? I want to know who I look like to you, will marry and how many kids we'll have? Smell or am? And I'll let Andrew take the answer to this one.
Well, 99% of participants got this one right, and it must be because of my great impression that I do on the show. I want to know who I am. I want to know who I am. Who am I? I want to know who I am. Good job, everybody. One person said smell, but
Oh,
I'm sure they just
know who I
misclicked.
smell.
I want to know who I smell. I want to know who I smell.
Okay, switching back to who said these lines of dialogue? Who said, will we die just a little? Was it Gellert Grindelwald, Mary Lou Barebone, Credence, or Grimson? Who said, will we die just a little? Gellert Grindelwald, Mary Lou Barebone, Credence, or Grimson? And Morgan, I agree, this line still makes no sense to me, but
Yes.
it was said by Gellert Grindelwald. Again,
I've been thinking about this line too, especially after the third movie.
Yeah.
need to have a discussion on it.
I'm surprised one of the answers wasn't Captain Jack Sparrow, because that's who it sounded like when the line was delivered.
Will we die just a little, Savvy?
Holding 2 glasses of wine.
Yeah.
Rum. Who said, yesterday a wizard entered New York with a suitcase? Was it Albus Dumbledore, Seraphina Pickery, Tina Goldstein, or Percival Graves? Yesterday a wizard entered New York with a suitcase. Albus, Seraphina, Tina, or Percival? This one is actually tripping people up. Correct answer was Tina Goldstein. 47% got that right. 37% thought it was Seraphina Pickery. Not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess.
Yeah.
She's right next to her in that scene.
President McCusa, so maybe she's reporting on what happened.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, we had to give at least one question of this Quizzitch Live where Tina was the answer.
Since people apparently love her.
Yeah. Who said, oh, no, of course I have. I love house elves. My uncle is a house elf. Was that Yusuf Kama, Newt Scamander, Skender, or Jacob Kowalski? Who said, oh, no, of course I have. I love house elves. My uncle is a house elf. Yusuf Kama, Newt Scamander, Skender, or Jacob Kowalski? A lot of people in the chat are saying it was Draco Malfoy. The correct answer is Jacob.
Oh, we should have put
Kowalski.
Draco in there. That's my fault. Who said, "You're too good, Newt. You never met a monster you couldn't love"?
Aw.
Was it Tina, Albus Dumbledore, Lita Lestrange, or Theseus? Some brotherly love. You're too good, Newt. You never met a monster you couldn't love. Tina, Albus, Lita, or Theseus? And the correct answer is Lita. Touching moment in the last film.
Definitely.
Speaking of touching moments, who said, "People are easiest to read when they're hurting"? Was it Queenie Goldstein, Tina Goldstein, Gellert Grindelwald, or Newt Scamander? Who said people are easiest to read when they're hurting? Queenie, Tina, Gellert, or Newt? And of course, the answer was everyone's favorite mind reader, Queenie Goldstein.
All right, and that concludes our fourth round. And let's look at the leaderboard again. Michelle Likes Birds still in first place. You go, Michelle, with 3,274. Morg 97 still in second, 3,246. Amanda Scamanda, 3,192. Cal in fourth, 3,183. Newt's Mistress,
Whoa.
has entered the chat.
Was that Bibbidi or Bobbidi?
That is why Tina's barely in the third movie.
3,156. JY now in sixth. I believe in you, JY. Go after Newt's Mistress. You got this. Let's preview our next round.
The next round is location, location, locations. This talks about all the places in which our globe-trotting adventurers dare travel in the course of the movies.
All right, first question in this round, and I might butcher these pronunciations, so I do apologize in advance. The name of the cemetery where Grindelwald's followers meet. Is it A, Pierre Piaf, B, Montparnasse? Is it C, Père Lachaise? Or is it D, Buenas noches? Correct answer was C, Père Lachaise.
And do you know who's buried there? Edith Piaf is buried there.
55% of participants got that one right.
Okay, question 42. MACUSA stands for Magical Acrobats Crossing Undulating Strings Above, Magical Congress of the United States of America, MacBook Users Anonymous, or God bless you. MACUSA, God bless you. Correct answer is, of course, B, Magical Congress of the United States of America. And how did we do on that question?
99% got it right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I would hope so.
The Zowu is from this country: China, Taiwan, Japan, Georgia. The Zowu is from which country? China, Taiwan, Japan, or Georgia? And the correct answer is China. Sorry, that was a little Trump in there.
I
That's
know.
what I thought. I was
I
like,
was kind of
I
shook.
will not
I was
comment.
like,
I will not
what
comment.
happened? Oh my God. Okay. Beasts known as Madagots stalk this country's ministry. Is it Germany, France, England, or America? Beasts known as Madagots stalk this country's ministry. Germany, France, England, or America? Correct answer, B, France. Where did we spend most of our time ministry-wise in the second movie?
Next question. The name of the French Diagon Alley.
Andrew, you got all the French
Why
questions.
did I, and I assigned these questions.
Yeah, I was going to
us.
say, you assigned them.
The name of the French Diagon Alley is Montmartre, Place Cachy, Castle Bruchu, Moulin Rouge. And the correct answer was B, Place Cachy.
Okay, question 46. Ocean, where Corvus Lestrange may have drowned. There's 1 in 5 possible answers here. The Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, or the Atlantic Ocean. Which ocean where Corvus Lestrange may have drowned?
May have.
May have. We don't know if they rose, sweet angel, with wings from the water. The answer was D, the Atlantic Ocean. Remember, the boat was going to America from England. Court says this is just a geography question. Yes.
Yep,
Yes, it was.
exactly.
All right. The location where Newt finds and traps his Occamy. This is in the first film. Was it a bank, the attic of a department store, a window display, or buzzing just behind his ears at all times? Where did Newt find the Occamy? The bank, the attic of a department store, a window display, or buzzing behind his ear the whole time? Now, what I love about this is actually, Eric, like these are all places where Newt does interact with beasts.
Right. Yeah, I'm particularly happy about this one too.
Yep. And the answer is the attic of a department store, right? What were the other ones? Was it the Niffler in the bank?
Niffler's at the bank. Niffler's also at the window display
And
of
then
the department store.
the Billywig?
And the Billywig is, he doesn't catch for the Billywig, but it's just always like behind him and around.
That's the story to tell. Like that's the bonus feature for the next Fantastic Beasts film. What has the Billywig been up to for 15 years?
Oh, it's going to be so jaded.
All right. Newt and Jacob chase down the Erumpent in what location? Madison Square Park, Bryant Park, Times Square, or Central Park? Newt and Jacob chase down the Erumpent in Madison Square Park, Bryant Park, Times Square, or Central Park. Which of those places? Correct answer, of course, Central Park. Times Square would have been very chaotic.
Think of all the memories that would need to be wiped.
I don't even know if it existed then.
It didn't, I
No.
don't think.
Not as we know it, for sure.
Right.
No. Could you imagine them chasing it down between all of those disgusting, like, costumes that people wander around in Times Square?
Like Cookie Monsters in the
Yeah.
background.
And
Elmo.
Pikachu.
Like Minnie Mouse comes running up trying to hug them, and they're like, no!
Ryan
Get away from
Seacrest
me.
is doing the New Year's Eve countdown in the background. Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen are drinking up on a platform. All right, next question. The headquarters of MACUSA is inside what famous New York City building? Is it the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building, the Woolworth Building, or the Flatiron Building? 4 iconic New York City locations, but which is it? And the votes are very split here. 36% think it's the Woolworth Building, and the correct answer is the Woolworth Building. 30% thought Empire State, 29% thought Chrysler. Most people felt confident it wasn't the Flatiron Building, which honestly is my favorite New York City building of these 4. Fun fact about my New York City preferences.
Question 50. Where does Newt first meet Dumbledore? As in meet up with. Is it atop St. Patrick's Cathedral, atop St. Paul's Cathedral, atop St. Peter's Cathedral, or D, at a gay bar? Where does Newt first meet up with Dumbledore? St. Patrick's Cathedral, St. Paul's Cathedral, St. Peter's Cathedral, or at a gay bar? And this is meet up with, as in, it's not where he first gets introduced to him, but in the movie, Newt goes atop St. Paul's Cathedral. We explained it in the reading of it. It was not that vague.
You should have just said they met at Flaming Saddles.
Laura, did you and I go there?
We did.
Okay. We also went to, there was another one, Dive Bar Lounge.
Yeah.
It's my personal favorite in New York City. 52% got that correct. That is the end of the penultimate round. So let's look at the rankings again. Michelle still in first place. Morg 97 still in second. Newt's mistress
Climbing the ranks.
has ascended to position 3. Look out, Tina. Cal and Bunty. Cal in 4th, and Miss Cheetah now in 5th place. Amanda Scamanda has slipped to 6th. So very tight competition, and we have one more round, and then a bonus round. A bonus question, I should say. Just one question, but that question is worth 500 points. And the next round, the theme is?
Grindelwald.
And Micah, you feel like it's going to be a tough round, right?
I think it is. I think there's going to be some tough ones in here.
And we'll get to that Grindelwald round in a moment. But first, this week's episode of MuggleCast is also sponsored by HelloFresh, makers of incredible meals that you get to make at home. And we have free food coming your way. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. It's all about convenience with HelloFresh. Not only do the ingredients come pre-portioned so you're not overbuying or wasting food, but it's easier than ever to get filling meals on the table in a snap with options like family-friendly or quick and easy recipes. Pick your favorites from 50 different weekly options. And skip weeks when you need to, change your delivery date, or update your preferences all in the HelloFresh app. It's really great how easy they make it to make adjustments so that you're not feeling like you're entering any big commitments that you can't keep up with. I promise you that you will be blown away by everything you make with HelloFresh. I am always floored by the meals, and we end up saving a lot of the recipe cards because we want to make them again and again. And when we do that, it's never as good as when we use HelloFresh's specific ingredients that they send, but I digress. These meals HelloFresh come up with are both refreshing to your palate and will have you looking forward to each meal that you make. Please give them a try. I think you're going to be as happy with them as I am. Go to HelloFresh.com/Muggle16 and use code Muggle16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/Muggle16 and use code Muggle16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. Okay, now let's jump into this Grindelwald round.
We'll start off with an easy one, right? In what year was Grindelwald defeated by Dumbledore? Was it 1942, 1943, 1944, or 1945? When did Dumbledore defeat Grindelwald? 1942, 43, 44, or 45? The correct answer is 1945.
76% did get that right, so yeah, easy-ish, I'd say.
All right, this next one is going to be a real challenge. What did Grindelwald graffiti on the wall at Durmstrang School? Did he graffiti AD plus GG equals heart, magic is might, the Deathly Hallows, or Gellert was here? Did he graffiti AD plus GG equals heart, magic is might, the Deathly Hallows, or Gellert was here? Correct answer, the Deathly Hallows.
All right, next question. Grindelwald was what relation to Bathilda Bagshot? Was it great-grandson, great-nephew, godson, or love child? Grindelwald was what relation to Bathilda? Great-grandson, great-nephew, godson, or love child? Correct answer was B, great-nephew.
I love child because the chat is asking, is just a child born out of wedlock, right?
Yeah.
Or if you're married and you have a clandestine relationship and then
yeah, I think it
produces
could be
offspring.
a few different things. Brittany says, please never use that voice again, Andrew. All right.
What voice?
I'm making a note of that when I went
okay.
love child, I think.
Oh, that's cool, though. All right. Question 54. Which actor has not played the role of Gellert Grindelwald? Was it Johnny Depp, Jamie Campbell Bower, Colin Farrell, or Michael Byrne? Johnny Depp, Jamie Campbell Bower, Colin Farrell, or Michael Byrne? Which actor has not played the role of Gellert Grindelwald?
Now, Micah was worried about this question and tripping people up.
So for the answer of this question, it's Colin Farrell, because Colin Farrell played Graves. Once Graves is revealed to be Grindelwald, Johnny Depp plays him. Yeah, we screwed a lot of people up with that.
Yeah, and Michael Byrne played Grindelwald in Deathly Hallows, Part 1.
Yeah, I think I felt like this was a fair question, Micah. It's a bit tricky, but, well, clearly it tricked a lot of people. But, I mean, yeah, Colin Farrell, he didn't play Grindelwald. I think that's...
Well, if you look at the IMDb cast listing, he's Percival Graves. That's sort of the... Whereas if you look at everybody else's IMDb, it says Grindelwald.
Well, some people are mad at us for that question, so...
That's okay. Morgan May says, I got it wrong, but great question. So
but
there you go.
Here's how I argued it to Micah. If you're looking at this list, which least played Grindelwald? It's Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Byrne was probably on screen for maybe like 15 seconds.
Uh-huh.
So.
He was still there.
Well, you can, Micah is MJT Bomb on Twitter if you want to express your disappointment.
Whoa. Follow me first, and then you can...
Mike is like, I need to get something out of this.
Uh-oh, I just got a text from somebody who said they want their money back for that question. I don't recall
what
charging
money?
for this.
We didn't.
Quiz,
Yeah,
but,
no, this is not. Yeah.
But I'm glad they're playing. Thanks, John Thrasher.
Oh, here's
Hi,
another.
John.
In defense of with Morgan May saying, you wouldn't say Brendan Gleeson played Barty Crouch Jr. That's true. You would say he played Mad-Eye Moody.
Yes.
Even though he was, for an entire year, Barty Crouch Jr.
In what chapter of Sorcerer's Stone do we first hear of Grindelwald? Is it Diagon Alley, The Journey from Platform 9 3/4, The Midnight Duel, or The Mirror of Erised? Grindelwald first, we first hear about him, Diagon Alley, Journey from Platform 9 3/4, The Midnight Duel, or The Mirror of Erised? And the correct answer is The Journey from Platform 9 3/4. On the train, it is a chocolate frog card of Dumbledore's.
That's right. That's the same exact place we learn about 1945.
In the opening sequence of Fantastic Beasts 1, Gellert Grindelwald headlines what newspaper? Does he headline the Daily Prophet, the Quibbler, the New York Ghost, or the London Crimes? Does Grindelwald headline the Daily Prophet, the Quibbler, the New York Ghost, or the London Crimes in Fantastic Beasts 1? Correct answer, the New York Ghost.
Wow.
I do like the London Crimes, though. It's very good.
I made that up.
Question 57. Next question. During his escape from prison, Grindelwald tosses a chupacabra from his chariot. What's its name? Arnold, Arthur, Antonio, Abraham. I missed this little twerp. Arnold, Arthur, Antonio, Abraham. Remember they did a Funko of this chupacabra too?
God, that's right.
Correct answer was Antonio. That was a little difficult for some people. 56% got that correct.
Question 58. Nurmengard, Grindelwald's hideout/prison, is said to be located where? Is it the Austrian Alps, the Black Forest, the Pyrenees, or underneath Hogwarts? Nurmengard, Grindelwald's hideout prison, the Austrian Alps, Black Forest, Pyrenees, or underneath Hogwarts? And the correct answer is the Austrian Alps.
Grindelwald is murdered by whom? Dumbledore, Voldemort, Aurelius Dumbledore, or Newt Scamander? Who murders Grindelwald? Dumbledore, Voldemort, Aurelius Dumbledore, or Newt Scamander?
Fun fact, Michael Byrne plays Grindelwald when this happens.
You
Just
may have
trying
heard
to
of him.
rub it in.
Yeah.
And the correct answer is Voldemort, which sets up this next question.
The final question before the big bonus question.
Ooh.
I'm glad you didn't
Drum
skip
roll,
ahead.
please. In which chapter of Deathly Hallows is Grindelwald murdered by Voldemort? Is he murdered in The Tale of the Three Brothers, The Deathly Hallows, The Wand Maker, or Malfoy Manor? In which chapter of Deathly Hallows is Grindelwald murdered by Voldemort? The Tale of the Three Brothers, Deathly Hallows, The Wand Maker, or Malfoy Manor? Correct answer, Malfoy Manor.
Wow. So this was a great question to end on because only 8% got that right.
Ooh.
Everybody thought it was, or most people thought it was the Wand Maker, 68%.
I can
So-
see why
Yeah.
they would think it was that.
Okay, so now we have this bonus question. Like I said, it's worth 500 points if you answer as quick as possible. All the other ones have started at 100 points. This is 500 points. This is a Fantastic Beast question. We're not going to go too off the rails here, but it is a slightly different direction. So the question is, the Fantastic Beasts film series netted the Harry Potter film franchise its first and only Oscar. In what category did it win? Best production design, best visual effects, best costume design, or best original score? Up to 500 points on the line. And the correct answer is C, best costume design. So that's it. That is Quizzitch Live. And now let's look at who won. Let's see the top 5 winners. Congratulations to Michelle Likes Birds, first place, 5,236 points. Morg, 97 in second with 5,198. Cal, 5,138. Miss Cheetah, 1987 with 5,021. And in fifth place, Newt's mistress herself, Bunty, with 4,968 points.
You're not supposed to give the secrets away, Andrew.
Congratulations to all 5 of you, and thank you everybody who's played today. It looks like we had 199 people playing today.
Wow.
Like I said at the top 5 winners are each going to receive $40 via Venmo or PayPal to see The Secrets of Dumbledore in theaters. Plus, we're going to match that $40 with a $40 donation to one of 4 charities: Lambda Legal, the Trevor Project, Trans Lifeline, or GLSEN. You will get to pick which charity your $40 goes to. So yeah, that was fun. That wasn't, I think some people were worried this was going to be really focused on Crimes of Grindelwald, and it wasn't too much.
I feel so prepared to see the movie now.
Thank you.
Micah, Eric, and I have all seen it now. We're going to record our big review episode next Saturday. We'll be streaming it live at patreon.com/MuggleCast. If you're not a patron yet, you should definitely become a patron and you get access to our recording studio. We record every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to see it again this Thursday, the official release.
Oh, very nice. I'm seeing it on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
What's with you and all these early screenings?
Don't worry about it.
You're so
Eric's
special,
got
man.
connections.
And Laura's seeing it Thursday. Micah, are you seeing it again?
Maybe. No, I'm good.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. That's
good.
Micah's review of the movie. I'm good. Thank you, everyone, for listening to today's episode, and we hope you enjoyed Quizzitch Live. And we'll have more editions of Quizzitch Live in the future. And of course, we all hope you enjoy The Secrets of Dumbledore when you see it. Please, 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 please send in your reviews of the movie and any theories or feedback you may have after seeing it. Also, a couple other quick reminders. Don't forget to follow the show for free in your favorite podcast app so you never miss an episode. And also follow us on social media. We are MuggleCast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. You'll get lots of show updates, including updates about forthcoming editions of Quizzitch Live. We'll see you all next week for our big review episode. I'm Andrew.
I'm Eric.
Micah.
And I'm Laura.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for playing.